Some other terms that we're going to be practicing with throughout the semester are supply and demand. So we have supply and demand. Both of them are usually Q quantity is a function of P. Q being quantity, I already said that. P is price. This is a fancy way of saying Q equals stuff with P. So you have Q equal 3P plus 10, or something like that. And you would have a different one for supply and a different one demand. So what this would mean is for the supply, what is the quantity you as a company are willing to supply to the market at a given price? The demand would be what is the quantity of items the consumers want to buy at that price. And so we have various different models. And sometimes you're going to be given the model, you're going to be given the function, and you're going to be asked questions, you're going to be asked to do things with it. Other times, like our cost function, you might be given information and you have to come up, from that information, come up with the supply function or the demand function. There is a special term called the equilibrium point that has to do with supply and demand. So supply and demand, you have P and you have Q. They might look like this. I'll just call this S. And maybe you might have something that look like that. And what we pay attention to is when supply and demand intersect each other, when they equal each other, and which one is bigger as far as where do we want to be? If you are the consumer, where do you want to be if you are the company? And we have the equilibrium point. This would be when supply equals demand. So that would be this for that right there. And think about what might happen when supply is greater than demand, or when supply is less than demand. If supply is greater than demand, think, to help remember, you might need a liquidation sale, everything must go kind of a thing, and you have prices are driven down. When supply is bigger than demand, you're going to go toward, the price is going to be driven down, you're going to be getting closer to the equilibrium point. Supply is less than demand, everyone wants it, you can start demanding a higher price, so prices might be driven up. This is the most basic model. Not every item follows this model, not every economy follows this model, but this is our most basic model. So when demand is bigger, in other words, supply is smaller, we are going to be, the price is going to be driven up closer to the equilibrium point.